Hello trading card fans, welcome to my Gen Con signed card recap video. In today's video I'm going to show you everything I got signed at Gen Con this year 2025, starting with the Vintage Magic artist that drew art in the Fallen Empire set from 1994. This year at Gen Con there were 4 artists including Ed Beard Jr., Mark Poole, Jeff Menges, and Mark Tadine in attendance, and they all drew cards for Fallen Empires. So if you've seen my previous videos, you know I like to bring these sealed Fallen Empires booster packs from 1994 to the conventions and have each of the artists in attendance sign the packs. This is a kind of a fun way to meet all the artists and keep track of which conventions I go to. So I had everybody sign these packs. They are kind of my priority, so I make sure I get those artists to sign all of the packs first before I try to get everything else on my list signed at the convention. Ed Beard Jr. did the Dragon Lord mini set for Sorcery this year, so Ed and Jeff Menges were at the Sorcery booth where I picked up this Dragon Lord layer playmat from Ed Beard Jr. He signed it right down here in the lava. And then while I was at the Sorcery booth, I had Ed Beard Jr. sign my Magic the Gathering 20th anniversary book that Jeff Menges put together 10 years ago. There's a page in the book dedicated to Ed Beard Jr. where he wrote his page about his art. They included a Nicol Bolas card and some reimagined Nicol Bolas dragon artwork. I had Ed sign this book at Gen Con and he was really happy to see that. I also pulled out some Camelot Legends cards for Ed that he was super thrilled to see. So there's these cards that come with the Camelot Legends game. I had Ed sign this Camelot card as well as this Cornwall card. And I also had Ed signed all of the cards that he drew in the Camelot Legends card, like the Sir Paris and the Black Knight and the White Knight. And then while I was there, I had Ed sign all of his Magic the Gathering cards and the Elder Dragons that I had not have gotten signed before. So I had some Legends cards like Cyclopean Mummy, this Princess, and then there it is. There's Nicol Bolas. I had Ed sign this Legends card. The Italian Legends, I did have a full set of the Italian Legends. Nicol Bolas, there it is. And I had a time-shifted Nicol Bolas, so I had Ed sign that as well. And then the Chronicles, I had Ed sign a copy of each of those Legendary Dragons. I might use those for EDH. And then there's the Timmy Power Ranger. I had Ed sign all of those. While I was at the Sorcery booth, I had to pick up some Beta and Arthurian Legends artist proofs from Jeff Menges. So I had this Vile Imp waiting for me. It has the square corners and the white back, and I just had Jeff sign them right on above the text box on the artwork. There's also this Nelly Long Arms from Arthurian Legends, one of my favorite unique cards, and of course the Camelot unique site from Arthurian Legends, just one of my favorite artworks by Jeff Menges, and had to pick this up in the artist proof. Next, I went over to Mark Poole's booth and had him sign this Secret Layer box. On the cover there, I had also Mark sign the Fallen Empires booster packs after Ed and Jeff had signed them. And then while I was at Mark's booth, I had him sign a number of the Camelot Legends cards that he drew in that card game. And he also got a chuckle out of the Camelot Legends cards. I had him sign this playset of Panoramic Mountains from Tempest in red Posca pen. I thought that looked pretty cool there. Finally, I had Mark sign a Howling Mine, a Soul Ring, a Mishra's Factory, and a Commander Sphere with the extended borderless artwork. Just love those cards. Thanks to Mark and Ed and Jeff for signing all of those. Finally, I went over to Mark Tadine's booth, who we just saw at Star City Games Con Minneapolis a couple months ago. I had Mark sign this Disbark etched foil for my Mystical Archive set and some foil doubling cubes in gold. I have a few of these also, so now I have a whole play set of doubling cubes. And then I had Mark sign some Chaos Confettis. I just like this card a lot. You can use it as a proxy for a Chaos Orb if you want, if you're playing old school. So I picked up some more copies signed in silver. I also got some Shadow signed Chaos Confettis by Mark Tadine. And then finally, I got this amazing Chaos Confetti altar with a little Juzam Dijin face on top of the Chaos Confetti. on the Chaos Orb. I thought that was just awesome, so I had him sign it. Gen Con 2025, and I'll make a little screenshot here for you. Yes, that was just one of my favorite pickups of the day. Coming up next, I've got 2 more videos to recap for you. The sorcery cards from the Dragon Lord set that I also had Ed Beard sign, and the rest of my sorcery cards from Jeff Menges at the sorcery booth. I'll make another video strictly about sorcery cards that I got signed. And then finally, the modern artists. I picked up this other playmat from Rhonda Libby, who drew the Ruthless Negotiation card in Bloomborough. I just love the art, and then she had the playmat, so I had to pick up the playmat. I'm going to use that as a backdrop for my modern signed card video. Here's some of the Ruthless Negotiations cards I had Rhonda sign, and I really liked her signature. It's just her initials, RLL, and I just like the way that it looks on these cards. So I had her sign the Artist Series card as well. And so Eric Deschamps and Scott M. Fisher had some signed cards. I'll show you the rest of that stack in the modern signed cards. Do like and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in Magic the Gathering, sorcery, convention-related materials. I have a couple playlists for Gen Con, Magic Cons, and Star City Games Cons if you want to see what I've gotten signed previously. I hope this video gives you some ideas about what you can bring to the conventions to get signed by your favorite artists. And then again, help me get to 1,000 subscribers by subscribing to my channel. I'm about 100 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. These conventions are a lot of fun. I love making this material and getting the cards signed for my collection. Hope you enjoyed it too. Give me a thumbs up if you agree, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.